Hi guys, Jamie Lynn from Heartfelt Horsemanship here. I have my Thoroughbred, my Chestnut, and my Mare here. This is my training project that's going to be up for sale shortly at Selsley Farm in the Dargle. Yesterday we started out by trying to help Princess relax and introduce her to the training area that we're going to be in. And through that we're going to be looking for a couple of things. Yesterday we taught the backup. We worked a little bit on her being able to stand still and be patient, and you can see today she's not nearly as sort of uptight and worried as she was yesterday. We're going to work on moving the forequarters and the hindquarters today and sending her out and dealing with tight spaces. But yesterday I noticed before I could really do much functional training, this is a new space to her. The gate that goes to her paddock is on one side of me, and when I get to the other side of the arena she gets a little bit worried about about being too far away from her paddock. So though her bravery has increased, she's still not safe to ride in this area, and that's ultimately what we'd like to do, is be able to put her first rides on her in the next couple of weeks. So we've got a lot of homework to do with safety. So as I'm moving around and practicing with the backup, the forequarters, and the hindquarters, Gareth will point out when I'm doing what. So you guys have a real clear idea of what it is that I'm looking for. My session's probably not going to be that long today. Again, I just want Princess to come in and feel confident in the process. She's also in the middle of covering, so she's been out teasing and everything else today. So we have a lot of factors that could possibly work against us. But already we have this mare who's fairly relaxed. She was happy to see me this morning. She came into the arena a little bit more relaxed than she did yesterday. So if we can just keep building on those skills every day, that is what our intention is to help her feel safe because she is with her human leader. So with that, we're going to go play. I can get that forelock today.
So yesterday, Princess wasn't all that keen on the forelock rub, and really we can't force a horse to get the forelock rub, which gives the dopamine and oxytocin release, if we don't get them calm first. So that's why we use things like the hindquarter disengagement so early. If they're freaking out, we can't try and hang on to their forelock and expect to stay safe. So we will get them relaxed through exercises first, and then start building that neurochemical balance.
Very clever girl, much more relaxed than yesterday. You're welcome to explain my learned terms.
So yesterday when Jamie was bringing Princess into the arena for her first session, the dogs rushed the fences. Princess went past and Princess tried to head for the hills. She wasn't quite used to the pressure halter, so she thought she could pull on it and get away. And Jamie got a nice learn burn in her hand because she didn't just open her hand. So that's why that's bandaged up. Now with this backup, a lot of people, you'll see that was far lighter than yesterday. A lot of people think it's a big deal that the horse's head goes up when we first start teaching it. Yes, we don't want the horse's head in the air, but it's not the end of the world at the teaching phase or at a firm phase when a horse is in a strange environment. So, I don't want my horse's head to go up in the air. Well, actually, you want your horse to be able to respect your space, and if it's every now and again you need to get firm and get the horse puts its head in the air to evade it, that's just what it is. It's not, you're not causing any physical damage with occasional. So there, you'll see as we go through this process, Princess will start backing up with her head down. So if Jamie went through the phases now, I can guarantee you, from the proper rhythmic pressure, her head still goes up a little, but it's not like it was yesterday, and she's now starting to understand. And as she goes, the whole point about operant conditioning is that they start responding at an earlier request. So they start responding at the gentlest possible rather than the firmest necessary. See how slow Jamie's taking it there? And Princess is responding at a lighter phase.
Yesterday I had to match her intensity, so my phases were far more abrupt.
So I don't know if you guys heard that, but Jamie said she had to match her intensity because Princess was literally trying to run over Jamie yesterday. So we don't panic about that head going up a little. if it's still going up in a week's time, if you started with your horse and you are working on a backup and their head still goes up in a week's time, so let's say 7 sessions in, you're doing something wrong. You're probably not giving them a chance to respond to the lower request, or starting too firm. Yes, we don't want the head going up forever. When we're doing our general groundwork, we want them to back up nice and level, engage their back. But it's not the end of the world if for the first couple sessions the head goes up. That is Jamie just doing the disengagement. So disengagement causes relaxation. When we're looking for the actual hind legs to cross over, because that's what horses do when they come out of flight mode in the wild. And because of how their brains are structured, that crossing over causes them to go from the flight mode into a reasoning mode. You see her head coming down, relaxing. So these are the exercises we do when we can't get to a forelock grab yet. So what Jamie just did there was not a forelock grab, she was just giving a little bit of affection in between. Forelock grab takes a full 60 seconds to work, and it's a rhythmic massage. It's got to mimic a foal's forehead rubbing on the mom's belly when it drinks, which takes a bit longer and causes bonding and relaxation. But we don't go to that until we get our communication good first. So Princess gave a lick and chew, so now Jamie will start a forelock rub.
I recommend doing the forelock rubs for 30 seconds in between every movement for people starting out.
So Jamie recommends 30 seconds between each movement for people starting out. You know, it really does take about 60 seconds, but once you've done one where it's 60 seconds, it does normally come a little quicker, but they actually start to just enjoy the feeling. They know the good feeling, so they look forward to the forelock rub. It is one of those things that you will do for longer on more forward horses, and shorter on horses that are going to fall asleep on you. You know, if we want a low impulsion horse, we still give lots of dwell time, but we're definitely shorter than the ones that are goey, where they've got to learn to just stand still. So Jamie kept going there because Princess was kind of going forward. She thought she was being lunged. We don't lunge, so she was going for the hindquarters engagement and the horse was blowing forward. So she needed to keep the pressure up rather than give a release and the horse think that that was the right answer.
Because I had some adrenaline, I'm going to give her a nice long bit of dwell time after the issue.
That's a very important thing to remember, is that when we have to go firmer with these horses, we need to give longer dwell time, more affection. So if you go to your firm phases, you're going to give longer dwell times. So they come off the adrenaline, they feel good for longer before we get to the next task. So she made big changes between yesterday and today. So while we're not going to criticize her eating, it does kind of tell us she's had enough dwell time, her focus is gone, and Jamie can move on to the next task.